Hello. Today, today, today is the 2nd of April, and I'm going to talk to you about the 11th of April. Because on the 11th of April, there will be a conjunction formed by the moon transiting through Aquarius with Pluto here at 5 degrees and some minutes in Aquarius. So I titled this video, A New Beginning or the End. It's for you to choose. But in fact, Pluto does represent the end, but it also represents new beginning because it represents regeneration actually. So if there is an area of your life that needs to be regenerated somehow, then choose this day and time. It's 10 a.m. in the morning, so 10 a.m. Universal Time, of course, when this configuration is going to occur. It's going to trigger the energy of Pluto. So perhaps, because Pluto is a very slow object, perhaps the idea of ending something in order for you to begin something else that may actually stem from what is going to end. It's like this cycle is finished. It is bound to become a problem or something that is not going to be appreciated if I carry on doing the same thing again and again. So since already quite some time, I am in that situation of thinking about ending this cycle of my life. That's your life, perhaps. And that's where you may have to make an important decision. Because what you're going to be born again into seems to be quite favorable. It's full of energy. And it's quite remarkable as far as the spiritual dimension of life is concerned. But not only, it's also very interesting as far as what is concrete in life. You know, keeping our feet firmly on the ground, even though we may have our heads in the clouds, in the heavens. And that is represented by this conjunction here, Mars, Neptune, Saturn. And they form a sextile, which is a fairly good type of aspect, as we call them. A good relationship is therefore derived from these positions in signs that are compatible, from the air, represented by Aquarius, to fire, represented by Aries. Fire and air do mix together very well. In actual fact, fire cannot burn without air. So that's a very close relationship. It's even a life and death type of relationship, meaning that if the fire is too strong, it may burn too much and it may become very difficult to extinguish, or at least to control. And so the air, represented by Aquarius, is blowing on the fire to make it more lively, sort of thing. So the sextile is a beneficial type of configuration, which means that the energy of Mars, which is the energy that allows us to fight if necessary, or to defend ourselves, or to move forward, to decide, to be maybe a bit authoritative toward others or with ourselves as well, because we decide and then we have to do it. It's not just, a question of saying, well, I'm going to do it, but I don't know when. That's no good. Deciding and acting immediately is represented by Mars. And Neptune, which is next to Mars, represents the famous, because I talk about it quite often, the spiritual dimension of life, the astral plan, the universe itself. And that means that if we make the right decision on that day and around that time, it may be really rewarded by something that will be derived from the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one, which may actually take place very soon after this day, approximately, I'd say, 5 days after. 5 days is what the moon needs to transit through Aquarius and Pisces and then reach Aries, Mars in there, Neptune, and then Saturn later on. So, of course, I will make a video about this transit because it's an important one. The transit of Mars in Aries is very important in itself. It's going to last for about 6 weeks, and it's going to make it much more intense. It's going to make us more intense and more reactive, more combative as well, which may be very good. But in some situations, we'll have to control this tension and this energy that is represented by Mars. Don't forget that it is the god of war, and at the moment, war is in the air. And it's not just in the air. In some countries, it's very strong and very devastating. So we need to control the energy of Mars. We need to control the god of war so that it does not lead us to something too disastrous. So Neptune is there to say, well, think about the spiritual dimension of whatever you are going to decide to do, decide to end, and decide to begin again from the ashes, if I can say, of what you've ended. That's something you will need to think about on that day and time, the 11th of April at about 10 in the morning. But the energy of the moon is going to be felt as soon as it enters in Aquarius, which will be approximately 10 hours before. So at midnight, 12 a.m. on the 11th of April, universal time again, of course, the moon enters in Aquarius and it begins to tickle Pluto. And Pluto doesn't really like to be tickled, so it is in any case going to trigger the energy of Pluto, which is going to react. It's reacting to allow us to end a certain manner of being, to make it better. And the effort that we put into that situation and that project will be rewarded if we actually do what needs to be done, of course. It's not just, as I said earlier on, a question of deciding. It's also a question of acting, and acting according to your belief, which are actually represented by Neptune. Beliefs are represented by Neptune, which represent, of course, whatever has a very universal meaning for you. And Saturn represents the reality of life. So let's not lose that reality from our mind, because if we keep that in mind, we will be able to keep our feet on the ground and still have our head in the clouds. And that will allow us to be, at the same time, quite rational and completely irrational, and understanding that being irrational may serve our rational side of life, and acting to achieve that will allow us to avoid confrontation and perhaps, find very good solutions to problems that may disrupt your life or disrupt the world, actually. At the moment, it's not brilliant, is it? But it can be better. And with our help, everyone is concerned, and your attitude, like my attitude and anybody else's attitude, will make the difference, of course. So think positive, and whatever needs to end, accept it as being necessary for you to start, well, being maybe someone else, but being someone somehow much more relevant to what you expect from yourself. And as I said, the decision that you take on that day and time, around that time anyway, well, may very well give you a very interesting and long-lasting reward about 5 days after, just before the new moon. The new moon is going to occur in Aries, and the new moon in Aries is very important because the new moon, first of all, represents the beginning of a new cycle, and Aries is the first sign, so it does represent the beginning of the zodiac cycle. You see, so this new moon is very important. So, of course, I will analyze the chart and let you know what I think and how we can perhaps take advantage of the configurations that are in it, and also protect ourselves from the ones that are not so good. Anyway, that's it for today. I will come back tomorrow for more. Tomorrow I will analyze the transit of the moon when it arrives here at the longitude of the north lunar node. That's quite interesting. So see you tomorrow. Take care, be good, and look after yourself. And of course, of those you love. Bye.